Sorry. Hello, welcome to the Extraordinary Thought. Here we're going to talk about self-confidence.
Going through self-journey towards becoming our best version of ourselves, and many more.
Hi, it's Lorisel, a digital strategist and entrepreneur based in Manila. Here we talk about everything, life, travel, whatever it is that we want to unpack so that we can all understand.
Hello, everyone. My name is Jamie. I'm based here in Abu Dhabi. I'm a digital entrepreneur and a corporate secretary full-time. And we're back for another episode of the Extraordinary Talk. Two ordinary women decided to make our days more extraordinary by starting a podcast to inspire everyone. Women, how was your week?
Kamusta? Well, I'll
Grabe,
start.
nakita ko yung mga stories mo, no? Medyo hindi ka pagod. Hindi mo
Actually,
na
I was
buong Pilipinas.
Actually, I was about to say na I'm very, ang babaeng walang kapaguran ay napapagod na. Kasi we went from, I've traveled from Cagayan to Manila, Manila to, Cebu, Cebu to Bohol, Bohol to Manila, Manila to Cagayan. At ngayon, nag-iisip na naman ako pabalik ng Manila, saka ako pupunta ng Bohol. Ewan ko. Ikaw, kumusta ka?
And dito, travel ko yung yung living room, bedroom, restroom.
Gusto ko malaman, kumusta ang travel sa buong bahay?
Nabilang ko yung mga tiles. Joke lang.
Hindi ka sure kung sa bahay ba talaga, sa bahay mo.
Ay, oy.
So, grabe no. Diretso na ba tayo sa topic?
Diretso na.
So, yeah. What we're going to talk about is about self-sabotage. Wow. This is something new, no? Have you ever did this experience it?
A lot of times, especially when I was high school and college. During those years, talaga mapapaisip kayong, am I worth it? Am I beautiful? Can I do this? Can I do this project? Am I able to talk in front of other people? Can I sing? Alam mo yung a lot of doubts kasi yung mga nakapaligid sa'yo, they're pulling you down. Like, I'm not sure kung experience mo na yun. Like, I've experienced being bullied before. So, because of that, talagang bumaba yung self-esteem ko. And I don't want to wish that to happen to anyone. So, if you have experienced that kind of bullying and you tend to self-sabotage yourself, like, understand that it's just a phase, okay? And you have a choice to take a stand and pull yourself back up.
Yeah, I think so. And I think understanding why self-sabotage happens and how to deal with it is another step closer to unlocking our true potential, diba? So when you know why we self-sabotage, we think of something na how can I cut this off or how can I change my routine, mga ganun, diba? Kasi ako talaga guilty ako when it comes to self-sabotaging before, maybe up until now, especially when it comes to, people entering my life. Kasi, for example, I was so hurt sa Pasko na I'm very mataas yung wall na when someone enters my life na kunwari genuinely na ganun, I tend to self-sabotage that because it's my way of protecting myself, parang ganun, di ba? So, but for me, when self-sabotaging behavior becomes persistent, for me, it may lead to like facing challenges in every area of your life. Like ngayon, gusto ko kunwari ng genuine connections, pero yun pa rin yung ginagawa ko. I tend to push them away, di ba? So, hindi talaga siya relatable, di ba? So, ano nga? Oo, diba? So, ano nga ba ang self-sabotage for you people na hindi pa nakakaalam? Ano ba, Jamie?
What is self-sabotage? I think for me, you might desire to be successful, but at the back of your head, you think you don't deserve it. Self-sabotage is when we say we want something and then go about it, making sure it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
It's like you are your worst critic, diba? You haven't even tried to do the project you've always wanted, but
Yeah.
you stop and criticize yourself.
Yeah. It can be seen as pattern of thoughts and behaviors you engage in. Kumbaga yung sinabi ko, di ba? So, yun, tama ka. Grabe. Parang ikaw yung madaming takes sa self-sabotage na to, ah. Bakit kaya?
Medyo talagang it hits to the bones. Wow, to the
Yeah.
bones.
Kasi usually, if nagsiself-sabotage yung tao, it's driven by fear.
Yes.
For real, right? Kunwari, fear when it comes to na masaktan ka, fear na mag-fail ka, fear na kaya mas nag-stay ka sa comfort zone, which can give rise to toxic perfectionism, 'di ba? Or habitual procrastination.
It's yung nga sabi mo kanina, like it's like you tend to build up a wall to protect yourself from getting hurt. I think it's okay to protect your heart, but at the same time, yun nga, yung natatakot kang to share your life to someone because you think that someday or someone will hurt your feelings. Pero I think there's a boundaries to that. Like, pag nakita mong genuine talaga yung person, then open up yourself. I think that's the only way you get to heal yourself. It's to open up yourself to other
But
people.
how do you know when someone is being genuine? No?
I think through actions. It doesn't matter yung sinasabi niya like you're beautiful, you're the only one in my life. It's not just the words, it's through actions as well.
Yeah. So, why we self-sabotage? I mean, like how self-sabotage impacts our life though for you? Paano siya nag-i-impact sa buhay natin?
Self-sabotage is when we do something but it gets in the way of our intent. Like it stops us from achieving yung biggest dreams and goals in our life. It affects our relationship to others, like yun nga yung pag-build ng wall, or
Yeah.
it stop you from achieving yung sa career mo na gusto kasi you think that you're not capable of that job position, of that position because you don't think that meron kang ganitong skills, you have the capacity to do the responsibilities. But in reality, you have all the skills and the abilities, but you just, andito lang sa mind natin, yung subconscious natin na, I cannot do this kasi blah, 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 ang daming excuses, di ba? For you.
For me, there are many ways on how self-sabotaging impacts our life. Parang one for me is yung sinabi ko nga, we tend to self-sabotage romantic relationships. Diba?
Grabe, no?
Oh my gosh, kasi diba, sometimes people do things that paano ko ba sasabihin to? Yung parang inexplain ko, 'di ba? So, often like dun sa fear of loss na ayoko na kasing maulit yung nangyari before, that's why sine-self-sabotage ko. It's a coping mechanism for me. Parang yeah, like I don't want to do like the fear of loss, like yung which does involve like yung fights, and I don't want dramas. Parang hindi pa ako ready emotionally, parang gano'n. Like, yeah, like, yun, ang hirap kasi siyang i-explain. So, I think you can explain it for me.
Okay, nakaka-relate ako sobra kasi sabi ko nga dun sa ano ko ngayon, sa dinadate ko ngayon, sabi ko sa kanya,
Yes.
feeling ko, temporary lang. Alam mo yung ang sakit kasi you spend a lot of time with this man, but thinking there's an uncertainty. Like
Sorry
like if
about that.
like if this will, what if hanggang dito na lang? What if bukas may bago na, or like
Mm.
there's another person, like sabi niya, are you gonna break my heart? Tinanong niya kasi I'm thinking of working in another place, in another city. So
Yeah.
magiging distance. So ang sabi niya, are you gonna break my heart? Sabi ko, no, you're gonna break my heart. Tapos sabi niya, no, I'm here. Wow, nagkwento na ng love life. Parang, um, sabi umiyak ako dahil ayoko nga ma-attach to someone. It's like you're protecting yourself, but how can you enjoy life if you're in the comfortable little bubble, if you're inside your wall, then how can you push yourself and face your fears kung nandun ka lang sa little bubble mo? Like, you're not growing, you're not kasi lahat naman may risk, diba? Yung falling in love, being in love, staying in love, it takes a lot of risk. And andyan yung drama, andyan yung issues. Pero because through that experience, mag-grow ka talaga. At least, kahit man ma-attach ako, masaktan, at least I know for myself that I'm gonna get through this, I'm gonna surpass this, I'm gonna become stronger to become my highest, best version of myself. Kahit man, ayun nga yung thinking na I have a lot of fears, like thinking that I don't amount to anything, I don't have self-confidence before, like, andyan lagi yung mga factors, mga excuses natin with ourselves, but yun nga, we just have to free ourselves from that self-destructive behaviors.
Bongga, di ba? Ikaw na yung nag-explain for me.
Ikaw kasi!
So, proceed naman tayo sa, do you have more? Or...
Ikaw, ikaw na.
Marami ka pang baon. So,
what about you?
Ako, when it comes to career din, minsan nagsa-self-sabotage ako. Kasi for me, self-sabotaging your career actions involves actions that prevent you from achieving your career goals. Gaya nga sabi mo, 'di ba? So, yun nga yung sinabi ko ulit na fear of failure na connected sa self-sabotaging. Kasi it can trap you in your comfort zone and prevent you from advancing despite a desire to do so, 'di ba? Kunwari gusto mong gawin ito, pero feeling mo hindi ka worth, ay gusto mong kunwari gusto kang ng boss mo, like what do you call this? I-promote. Pero feeling mo sa sarili mo hindi mo kaya. That's self-sabotaging. Like self-sabotaging your career, 'di ba? So this leads to unhappiness at work that negatively affects your mental health and well-being. So it can also lead to frequently change jobs, 'di ba? Kunwari hindi mo alam na hindi mo feel na worth it ka bilang employee sa company na to. And that will keep you from growing, 'di ba? So, aalis na ako dito kasi nakakahiya naman sa mga kasama ko kasi di ko naman to deserve. Yung mga ganon, 'di ba? So, that's one way of self-sabotaging.
I think also another way of self-sabotaging yourself is yung nagpo-procrastinate ka. Instead of completing nga yung goals mo in a timely manner, you allow yourself to get distracted and to find excuses. Like sabi mo, like I want to finish this project right now. Pero because of this self-sabotaging behaviors, you tend to procrastinate. At yung mga negativity, diba? Because of this, you find excuses and nothing will ever achieve, no? You will find excuses, you will, ang feeling mo, mas magandang manood ng movie, ng films, diba? Because of this, wala ka natatapos na goals and projects. And I've experienced a lot of this, a lot of times. Ang daming a lot, no? A couple of times. And ang hirap talagang i-break yan. Pero yun nga, there are ways to counter part on it.
Yeah. I think connected to procrastination is perfectionism. 'Di ba? Kasi it's a need for everything to be completely perfect. That's why we self-sabotage, and it can be self-defeating. So it's an intense sense of perfectionism. Oh my gosh, I'm having a difficulty when it comes to pronouncing P.S., mga ganon, or R. So yeah, perfectionism at work or school can prevent people from taking necessary risks or even completing projects. Yun nga yung sinabi mo, which is connected to procrastination. Diba? So I think we all, we have tips to stop self-sabotaging. 'Di ba? So,
Yes.
what's your one way to stop it?
I think one way to counteract self-sabotaging, how to stop it, is to look at your self-worth by reminding yourself ano bang na-accomplish mo sa buhay. Kahit man maliit, small wins, celebrate it. Big or small wins, it matters. Just anything, diba? Kunyari, na kapag you spoke to a lot of people in front of public, diba? It's a one win. So focus on the accomplishments that you've had before and just build yourself up paunti. Remind yourself, ano ba yung mga accomplishments mo, ano ba yung mga attitudes, yung mga skills mo, mga strengths mo, and just focus on that rather than focusing on the negativity of what you lack. Avoid thinking in a lack mindset. Avoid thinking in the, alam mo yun, yung kulang, wala akong ganito, hindi naman ako maganda, so
Yeah.
hindi ko na lang gagawin. So look at your self-worth. That's my number one tip.
For me, you need to boost your self-awareness as well. 'Di ba? You spend time in self-reflection to increase your self-awareness of self-sabotaging. 'Di ba? So, for me, one way for me when it comes to boosting my self-awareness, it is when I write, when I journal things, 'di ba? Can you relate? 'Di ba? So, I try as much as possible to journal regularly to document my behaviors and thought patterns and see if I can like identify where they are coming from. 'Di ba? Kunwari galit ako and I don't know the reason. So I try to journal it. Like I pause several times then throughout the day to insight about myself, 'di ba? So on how I can develop or on how I can develop like more things or learn more things, like you can become more intentional about where you need to make changes, 'di ba? So
Yes, a lot of people, ito yung mga ginagawa, yung journaling.
mm,
It's reflecting on your behavior, understanding ano ba yung mali sa'yo, ano ba yung kailangan mo ma-improve. It's a process. It's the beginning of change. Yung pag naging aware ka na sa ano ba dapat mong i-improve sa sarili mo. And maganda niyan is yung bang you write down positive affirmations on yourself, like I am beautiful, I am successful, I do this, and I have this yung on journaling, like I will have a business with 100,000 income in 1 month after 5 years. Ito yung mga accomplish ko. Like it's attracting positive thoughts on your mind.
yeah, that's right. And yun nga, you need to sorry people. Yeah, you need to boost your self-awareness. Do you have more? I think you have one as well, and another one.
Yes, I think it would be face your fears and just let it go. Let it go, let it go,
Let's
diba?
go.
There is no other way but to get through it. Like yung fears natin, hindi tayo maubusan ng fears eh. Yung
Mm,
mga judgments, yung mga opinions of others, hindi yan mauubusan. Kahit gaano ka successful or kung wala kang ginagawa sa buhay mo, other people will have anything to say against you. Okay? But one way to get through your fears is to face it forward. It's to get one step closer sa kung ano man yung fear mo. Sabi nga nila, don't do what you're passionate about. Follow what your fear. Follow your fear. Kasi dun ka mag-improve, dun ka mag-grow sa fears mo. Pag finish mo yan. Take action on it kahit na, huwag ka na mag-second thinking. Diba nga? Yung 5-second rule ni Mel Robbins, huwag ka na maghintay ng 10 seconds, no? 1, 2, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, launch yourself and take action on it. Huwag ka na mag-isip kung i-reject ka ba. Huwag ka na mag-isip kung mag-fail ka.
mm,
Just do it, di ba? Sabi
yeah.
nga ng, uh, just take action on it. Kasi, mas magandang na-accomplish mo, nag-take risk ka, kaysa na mag-regret ka sa buhay mo.
Yeah.
And also, ito pa isa sa akin, yung ask yourself, who is the highest version of you? What does the best version of you look like? And then start acting on it. What is her habits? What is she doing with her life? Is she thinking positive thoughts? Is she sharing, making a positive difference? If that's your goal, then start acting on it.
Yeah. For me, it's connected to like what do you call this? Setting meaningful goals and pairing them with an action plan, diba? So because meaningful goals for me like help you live with your intention, with intention, diba? Even more powerful, like pair meaningful goals with specific actions. Hindi lang yung meron kang goal pero wala kang action, if that makes sense, diba? So you need to consider your deepest values when setting your goals, diba? So what do you want to do more in your life? Like what creates a sense of meaning and purpose, diba? So what makes you feel energized and alive? Then decide what small steps you can take to move forward towards your goal, diba? It's connected again to like making small changes, diba? So positive action certainly beats self-defeating actions. But remember, diba, yung habits are most effectively changed in small steps. Diba? So when you set meaningful goals, you also make small changes. Hindi yung meron kang goal ngayon pero gusto mo agad-agad. No, that's not how it works. Kasi mabibigla ka eh, diba? So think in terms of making like incremental change, diba? Replace one thought or behavior every day and give yourself time to make that change a habit. Right?
Yes, isusulat ko na yan. Take small steps rather than yung big steps, like,
Yeah.
and mas maganda yung take action, write down your goal, and then be consistent on it. Kasi yun ang struggle ko, being consistent.
Actually, nagiging consistent na tayo dito sa podcast natin.
Clap tayo. Oo nga eh. Because of you and your support, diba, mas nagle-level up, nagiging consistent. May accountability tayo.
Diba? Bongga. So, I have one last step though, like tips. You need to know know and embrace your strengths. Diba? So, for me, everyone has character strengths that can help them thrive once identified. Diba? So, kailangan mong i-identify. Like, you need to acknowledge and embrace them. Reflect on your strengths. Identifying not just the things that you do well, but yung mga ugali or attitudes attitudes you hold. Like positive emotions you experience. Yeah. Like when do you feel your best? Knowing your strengths and finding ways to use this strength at least kahit isa every day. It can help you develop like self-love.
That's true, yes.
I don't know if I'm making sense ngayon, no? Sobrang, ganun na ba ako kalutang? Kasi, sorry people.
Hindi. Na-wrap up mo nga eh. Wala na nga kasi masabi.
Do you have final thoughts about self-sabotaging?
Yes.
Yeah.
And nakuha ko tong quote na to from Eleanor Roosevelt. Sabi niya, we gain strength and courage and confidence by each experience in which we really stop to look fear in the face. We must do that which we think we cannot.
Wow.
Naintindihan niyo ba? It means na we must do yung alam nating hindi natin kaya.
Yeah.
We must look fear in the eye na alam ko hindi ko to kaya eh. Pero I must do this no matter what. Like this, yung podcast, I don't think I could, diba hindi natin isip na we could last for 10 episodes or diba yung
Ang
consistency.
11 na ba natin to?
Yes.
Yeah.
Pero alam mo yun, we face our fears. We try to be consistent. And because of that, dun tayo nagle-level up.
Yeah.
Um, we face yung self-sabotaging natin.
Yeah. For me, I have final thoughts when it comes to self-sabotaging. For me, self-sabotage isn't just like a character flaw. It is nothing more than like a set of behaviors, usually arising out of fear-based negative beliefs, diba? That it is preventing you from achieving your goals in one or more areas, diba? So you need to be patient with yourself and reach out for professional help if you feel stuck. Because for me personally, I do reach like for professional help, especially when it comes to like self-sabotaging, because I am very much guilty when it comes to it, especially when it comes to my personal relationships with people who surrounds me, diba? So yeah, you need to seek professional help if you feel like you need to. So the life you envision is within your reach. Oh my gosh, once you do na you what do you call this? You seek help. Hindi lang sa professional pero like for the people around you.
Yes. And my final thoughts is you won't ever be able to live a positive and happy life and feel good if you're always fearful and doubtful.
Yeah.
Ask yourself, diba, if you really want to engage in self-sabotaging behavior and stop your chance of living a full and happy life. Ask yourself, diba, hanggang dito na lang ba ako? Lagi ko bang lilimit yung sarili ko from having abundant life? Diba? The first step is becoming aware of this behavior. Once you know this self-destructive habits, thought patterns, things that hold you back, you can start to take action on your life. And that's
Love
for me.
that. Love that. And I think that's it for our 11th episode, diba? So, yeah, thank you people for listening. Let Jamie do the closing.
I hope you guys learned a lot in this episode. Okay, tigilan na natin yung self-sabotaging beliefs, no? It's time for us to take action. It's time for us to live a happy life, a
Yeah.
life filled with possibilities. Kung kaya natin, mas kaya natin.
Kung kaya nila, kaya mo. Thank
Yes,
you,
di ba?
people. See you on our next episode.
See
Bye.
ya! Bye!